Hey, friends, it's been a long time since I gave you anything from Charles Haddon Spurgeon. Place that used to send them to me used to send one a day, every day in my email, and then they stopped, and then they started back again, and then they stopped for a long time, for several months, and now they've started again. So I don't know what's going on, but I've got one, I think, each day the last 3 days. And I used to give them to you often, and I've even got a playlist started for readings from Charles Haddon Spurgeon. And I got a good one here I'm going to share with you. I put it on my computer so I can read it to you. So I'm not going to be looking at you. I'm going to be looking at the computer, but you'll get to see the side of my face anyway, not the front of it this time. Sorry about that. I know y'all look forward to seeing the front of my face, but you're going to have to suffer for a while and look at the side of it. The scripture that he referenced for this particular writing was Isaiah chapter 48, verse 10, which says, "I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction." And then what Spurgeon himself wrote said, "Comfort thyself, tried believer, with this thought, God saith, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. Does not the word come like a soft shower, assuaging the fury of the flame? Yea, is it not an asbestos armor against which the heat hath no power? Let affliction come. God has chosen me. Poverty, thou mayest stride in at my door, but God is in the house already, and he has chosen me. Sickness, thou mayest intrude, but I have a balsam already. God has chosen me. Whatever befalls me in this vale of tears, I know that he has chosen me. If, believer, thou requirest still greater comfort, remember that you have the Son of Man with you in the furnace. Remember that. No matter what we're going through, Jesus is there with us, my friend. Don't forget that. When you're hurting, when you're suffering from whatever, from physical pain, from illness, from financial problems, from whatever, remember, Jesus is there with you. In that silent chamber of yours, there sitteth by your side one whom thou hast not seen, but whom thou lovest, and oft times, when thou knowest it not, he makes all thy bed in thy affliction, and smooths thy pillow for thee. Try, y'all, just to imagine the love that Jesus has for us. I know that he is as anxious to rapture us out of here as we are to get out of here. He loves us way, 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 way more than our minds can conceive. I promise you that. Thou art in poverty, but in that lovely house of thine, the Lord of life and glory is a frequent visitor. He loves to come into those desolate places that he may visit thee. Thy friend sticks closely to thee. Thou canst not see him, but thou mayest feel the pressure of his hands. Dost thou not hear his voice? Even in the valley of the shadow of death, he says, fear not, I am with thee, be not dismayed, for I am thy God. Even in the valley of the shadow of death, my friends. Remember that noble speech of Caesar? Fear not, thou carriest Caesar and all his fortune. Fear not, Christian, Jesus is with thee. In all thy fiery trials, his presence is both thy comfort and safety. He will never leave one whom he has chosen for his own. Fear not, for I am with thee, is his sure word of promise to his chosen ones in the furnace of affliction. Wilt thou not then take fast hold of Christ and say, through floods and flames, if Jesus lead, I'll follow where he goes? Charles Haddon Spurgeon. Y'all, I hope that's your prayer. Through floods and flames, if Jesus lead, I'll follow where he goes. You cannot ever, never, ever go wrong by following Jesus. I can promise you that more than I can promise you anything else. Life is going to have bumps. It's going to have pain. It's going to have heartache. It's going to have persecution. It's going to have all kind of bad stuff. But Jesus is there with us, and he went through way more than we ever will go through for our salvation. He loves us, friends. Don't you ever, never forget that. God bless you, dear friends.